Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm super excited about today's video, even though I'm pretty tired. In this video, I'm going to cover expectations in dating and how they play a pivotal role in the success of a relationship and in your dating experience. Dating for fun versus dating for a committed relationship, how these are different but both good, and identifying which one is your intention can be really important, and how to do so. Self-love signs and tasks, signs that you are loving yourself before you're going out in dating, and what you can do to love yourself more. And the concept of if we're dating for boredom. If you feel like you're ready to put yourself out there, if you're feeling afraid of repeating patterns in your dating experience or relationships, or if you simply don't know how to date well or what you should do when entering the arena of dating, then this video is for you. So enjoy. Welcome back to the Be the Hero channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Isabelle, and I help you understand yourself so you can feel more clarity and control over your life. I feel like you can tell that I'm not feeling well in this video because I'm sick right now, but I also have a problem with doing nothing. So I had to film a video for you guys because I love to, and I love you. And as always, I'm always talking to clients and friends who just seems like this, the relationship with dating nowadays is just so messed up. So I wanted to film a video today about 3 things you need to hear before you start dating again. So if you are just getting out of a relationship and putting yourself back out there, I highly recommend you watch this video. But as well, if you have been single for a while and you're ready to put yourself out there, maybe with hesitancy or maybe with excitement, or if you're somewhere in the middle of that, maybe you have never dated before and you're ready to try it. If you're wanting to reset your intentions on dating and basically have some little key points that you can reflect on and bring yourself back to, this video is for you. These are 3 things I wish I could have told myself before I started dating. I'm not asking myself right now because I'm not necessarily looking to date. I do keep them in the back of my head because I think of it as I'm not opposed to the right person just landing on my doorstep, but I'm not necessarily out there looking, and nor do I frankly don't really want to be in a relationship at this very moment. So I'm not really using these things right now, but they're things that I keep in mind for who I want to manifest in the future, things I'll ask myself when I start to date, and things I truly wish I could have told myself when I started dating, both times in my life when I was really adamant about dating in my life. So let's dive in. And before I dive in though, if you want to learn more about how you can be your best in dating life, manifest the dream relationship, if you want to just know your strengths in dating and know what kind of person you need and what kind of person you're supposed to be in dating and in your relationships, then hit the link below to book a coaching call, a reading where we dive deep not only into your astrological birth chart, but also your unique personality combination, as well as how that plays a role with your unique past and present and future desires. So if you want to learn more about yourself, if you're ready to shift how you are in dating, if you're ready to be fulfilled in the dating realm, book a reading in the link in the description below. So the first point I want to talk about things you should need to hear before you start dating, things you need to ask yourself is, what's your expectation? And if my mom ever watches this video, she's going to laugh because I stole that one from her. My mom asked us, what's your expectation often growing up, just as a general sense, not even about dating, but, oh, my nose. There's also a bit of allergies here, and that drives me nuts. But if you're looking to start dating, it is very important that beforehand you ask yourself, what do you expect? Not only of the person that you are looking for, if that's what you're looking for, but what do you expect of yourself, and what do you expect to find? What is your intention behind dating right now when you're entering the dating arena? Are you looking to find a long-term relationship? Are you looking to find just a good person to spend some time with for a little while? Are you looking for something extremely casual? Being honest with what your expectation is and what you intend to do, clarifying that can really help you avoid pitfalls in relationships, making sure you're getting into the right kind of relationship, making sure you're surrounding yourself and dating in the right areas of life. These things can really help us setting the right tone for how we date. And with that, going even deeper. So for example, I think a lot of people feel like if they're getting into dating, it is just assumed we're going to get into a relationship. A long-term relationship with the partner we're going to eventually marry. But in my opinion, and as I think it would help other people, while it's great to eventually meet a partner that you're going to marry, it is okay to just meet someone who you feel that I'm going to enjoy. I want to find someone whose company I'm going to enjoy just for a little while. With that in mind, not necessarily thinking it as you're using someone, but you can still enjoy someone's company without feeling like you have to marry them. After all, we do have friends, right? We have business partners who we can enjoy certain kinds of quality time with. Being clear in our expectation and knowing that whatever it is you're looking for in dating right now is okay, as long as it, of course, goes by your values, is good. And knowing that can help you avoid, one, being the person who, so to say, leads someone on and says, like, oh, we're just going to keep dating until eventually get married, when the truth is I was never looking for a committed relationship. Or on the other hand, being the one in a relationship who's expecting to be with someone for life and then them bailing on you because they were just looking for something casual. So ask yourself, what is your expectation? And even think about what are the signs that you're going to see in someone when they are aligned with those expectations. Even just simply asking them is something that's underrated in society. We have this weird stigma where we think we cannot ask people, what are you looking for right now in dating? And are you looking for something casual? People too also say, I'm looking for something casual, from a very mindless state of mind, frankly. Where a lot of people say they're looking for something casual really means either I'm emotionally unavailable and so I'm going to find someone who's going to dote over me, or it means that I really deep down want someone forever, but I don't believe I'm good enough for it. So really, and then there's that too, is if you're trying to broach dating from a mindful place, making sure you're surrounded by people who are doing the same is going to be huge, because dealing with people on different levels of consciousness or growth is frustrating. And oftentimes I think people level down because, and I know I've done this, level down to get someone who appears to hold the qualities that we like, but this similar mentality behind dating is not shared, and so we're shot off in opposite directions. Also thinking about your expectation of, if you're starting to date again or for the first time, how do you want to be treated in the process? This is such a simple one that I think often people don't consciously recognize when they're starting to date, whether it's for the first time or for the 1000th, is how do they expect to be treated? And then not waiting, or not, not settling for anything less than that. I know that's one thing I really wish I'd done. I was very eager to date in the last year, and I settled on a lot of dates that were awful, where I felt like, for me personally, I did not want to have to pay for food. I did not want to be asked to go back to their place on the first date. I did not want to be ghosted after. And so I settled for the possibility of someone being interested in me rather than waiting for someone to come around who's actually fitting my expectations. I want someone who takes the lead, asks me out on a date, gets to know me first to know what I actually like, to ask me on a personalized date, buy me flowers after we go forward with dating, or even simply just, if we're not a good fit on the first date, is still respectful and friendly after. So those are the things that are important to me. Maybe for you it's different. Maybe you don't care if someone's a traditional gentleman, or maybe you don't care if she's, this is not just for girls. So maybe you don't care if she wants someone traditional. Maybe you want someone who acts more like a friend at first. Maybe you want someone who's looking to find her man and get settled down and get married and have kids. Think about what is your expectation in dating. By clarifying this on itself simply can set you up for success. Anytime I write an outline to a video, they go so much longer. So I know I'm getting close to when I should be stopping, guys, but we're going to fit the other 2 points in. So number 2, to ask yourself before you start dating, do you love yourself fully and completely? Think about that for a minute. And if the answer is not an absolute yes, then I highly recommend that you wait to start dating, especially if you're looking for a committed relationship. And here's why. Because so many people, including myself, whether we think we realize it or not, we start dating because it fills the void of love and entertainment and satisfaction that we feel we cannot give to ourselves, which is why I'm a huge proponent of dating yourself first, which is doing the things you wish your partner or someone would do for you. Before I started dating my last boyfriend, my ex, I was in a place where I was extremely dating myself. I would be basically delusional, wake up every morning with that feeling of love that I pictured having with a partner. I would go on walks, pick flowers, and put them in a jar for myself. I would buy myself treats. I would write myself love letters, so to say. And I was, in a way, almost happier than when I was in the relationship because I didn't have the expectation on anyone else to fulfill me. And that is a simple concept that I think a lot of people need before they start dating. Do you fulfill yourself? Are you expecting someone else to fulfill you? And that is hard because it is nice to be loved by someone else, but it's important that we can, if you're especially looking for a committed relationship, if you enter a relationship from the state of mind of this person will fulfill something I cannot give myself, then you're probably going to eventually either grow down the line and either they are going to learn to fulfill themselves and you will feel lacking without them when they want more independence, or vice versa. You're going to learn to fulfill yourself and that person's going to then maybe feel useless. This is just a simple example of trauma bonding. Codependency, everyone has it because we all have trauma. Trauma is stored in the brain the same way no matter what. So do you love yourself and how can you nurture yourself more? Loving yourself is not just, I love myself, I'm so great. It's taking care of yourself, doing the hard things that you know you need to do, chasing your goals, supporting yourself, telling people no. It's all the things you would expect someone to do or what you would do for a friend, the advice you would give them, the care, the gifts, all of it. And finally, the third thing you need to hear before you start dating again is a hard one, I know, even for me. Are you just dating because you're bored? And anytime I think about this for myself in the previous dating experience, it's like a smack to the face because this really ties into my second point of how we date, how our dating life can become so misconstrued, I think is the word, when we're dating from a lack of self-love or incomplete self-love because we're dating someone to fill a void that we're not filling for ourselves. I know that all of my relationships were coming from a place of I am kind of just bored in life and I didn't know how to deal with it. And I thought that it was healthy to want a relationship. So I filled that void with a partner and then I was never bored. But because of that, I also ended up in relationships where it was a codependent, it was unhealthy, not the best. While there was great parts, there was also this feeling of you're tying me down and now I'm just getting to avoid. It was almost like just a constant dopamine rush, so to say. So ask yourself before you start dating, are you just dating because you're bored? I think people who are dating more so for fun, well, no, not really. Both people who are entering the dating life do really tend to have this thought of slight boredom. And this is a challenging one. I know it can feel like it's toning it down to say you're just dating because you're bored. But the truth is, boredom is one of the biggest problems in society right now. We are so overstimulated, underslept, overstressed that we don't know how to deal with stillness. And so we fill our time with health hacks and dating and growth and unhealthy habits like social media and drinking to fill those voids. But if we can learn to deal with boredom, our lives become so much better. I've learned this from experience, and I still battle boredom every now and then. To this day, it's an ongoing practice. But if I can deal with my boredom, then it really resets for me what I truly want and need from a partner. It also helps me not settle for a partner that's less than what I want. When I'm allowing myself to let boredom take the wheel, then I end up going for people who are just entertaining rather than what I want and need. So, ask yourself these questions, journal about it. I know that some of you aren't journal people. Voice memo it, get it out onto paper or into words, because the process of actually verbalizing this or writing it down is huge. I've almost filled an entire journal in a month. Less than that. A month, just because I started writing my thoughts, and it's helped me so much gain clarity, and I know it'll help you gain clarity on the things you need to do too. And if you still don't know if you now should enter the dating realm, if you want to enter the dating realm for more clarity, if you want to know what kind of partner you should look for, if you want to know how you should date, what your dating strengths are, your flirting strengths, then book a reading in the link in the description below, where we dive deep into your romance astrology, into your personality type, your Enneagram, your Myers-Briggs. All these things play a role in who you are. They show you your trauma, which can show you the negative qualities that you're using in dating, and they can also show you your growth, what you need and how you can get what you need and desire all in one. So book in the link in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos breaking down yourself. Once again, my name is Isabelle, and from my heart to yours, namaste.